Hey y'all, how's it going? What is new and happening? I have had, as many of you know, a crazy few days. A crazy few days. And I have lost a full day. I took work off. I took work off this week so I could stay home. Scooter Mom, you win. You're first. You are first. And so we need to choose. Cricket did not tell me which one was for the first person in and which one was for the third Minnesota goodbye. It is not clear. I think, hi, Susan, how are you? I've got the green screen, but it doesn't seem to be working very well, does it, you guys? My the chair thing gets in the way. I'm not it still looks a little funny, don't you think, guys? Let's see. There she gets to pick. Adam, how are you? And yes, hello to the congregation indeed. My vibe is, hi, Sunrise Dawn, how are you? So I'm going to show them both. Cricket, is that the plan, to show them both and Scooter Mom gets to pick? That, I don't know. Is that what you want to do? Seriously? I mean, I'm game. I am game for anything. I think I've made a decision, Cricket. I think that this is the winner for the first person in. What do you think, Scooter Mom? It's kind of cute. It's awfully cute. Awfully cute. Oh, I get to pick. Okay, that's what I did. I got to pick. You shouldn't let me pick. I'm not good at picking. Picking is not good. Isn't it lovely? And he's sitting up so well, isn't he? He's sitting up so well. I want to isn't it great? I want to show you guys Okay. We will send that off to you, Scooter Mom. Now, would you guys like to see Orion? Would you guys like to see Orion? Let me get it set up. Um, the Orion Tales of Wonder book series. Better, I don't know about better. Um, he he's very, very, very drugged. He's very drugged. When they say, okay, I'm going to go off camera, guys, and I'm going to join on my phone. I'll be right back, okay? Or not. Or not. Let's try it a different way. Here he is, y'all. You guys can hear me, right? I'm actually back, right? I'm not imagining that. Okay, you can see me. No licks. No licks. You can see his reverse mohawk. My baby boy. I'm going to put him back down. Hi, Fab Daddy. It's really good to see you. Right, Scooter Mom? It was some serious operating. No, he does not feel good. He is on plenty plenty of painkillers. He is on trazodone and the dose, I'm not sure what the dosage is on that. I'm not sure what the dosage is on any of these. But he is on trazodone, codeine, and gabapentin 3 times a day for each. He does not feel good, not in the least. This morning I had to try to express his bladder. And if you've never had to do that, I hope you never have to. I was moderately successful, but then he was more successful peeing on the carpet, having an accident on the carpet all by himself. Pee everywhere. But at least he peed. Peeing is good. We want peeing. Peeing is better than not peeing. So I'm not necessarily convinced that his back legs are getting better, but we'll cross that bridge if and when we come to it, right? We're going to cross that bridge when we come to it. It would be a pity if we spent all that money on the surgery and it was all for naught, but at least we spent the money. I know, Susan. He's gonna be okay. The doctors say he's gonna be okay. They expect him to be okay. And he's not in pain. He's not in pain. The most I get out of him is a little bit of anxiety. And he really needed to pee this morning. A doggy wheelchair for a bit? Yeah. If he wasn't on strict bed rest, then I might consider that. But that's another option. Sunrise. And yes, Susan, I'll take I'll take all the prayers that I can get to all the appropriate gods as we open our chapter. Adam, do you have any opening thoughts? As the Monsignor here. Adam is the Monsignor of pop culture, I have determined. The Monsignor of pop culture. Thank you, Sunrise Dawn. Thank you, Sunrise Dawn. He may need to use a doggy wheelchair for a bit. The surgery, y'all, was $11,000. I can't even believe that the insurance company just paid that bill. It takes a while to recover from back surgery. I can't imagine it as a dog. Exactly, Scooter Mom. Which is why they've got him on so much trazodone. Yes, Cricket. I believe so. Aren't you the Catholic around here, honey? Yes, Scooter Mom. Luckily, I only had to come up with I think the theme of alienation really resonates. Yes, I do too. Constructive anxiety. I missed that concept in there. There's a lot. This is a meaty book. Man expects you to know your shit. It is not a beginner level book. I am sorry, y'all. This book is meaty. I like the idea of constructive anxiety. Where'd you get that from? And alienation, I liked where he said we're going to be dealing with alienation throughout the whole book. It's all about alienation. All of it. We're still dealing with alienation. The whole thing. And yes, the surgery hurt. Luckily, I only had to come up with $2,000 of that, which was not easy either, but I will manage to do that. It's not the greatest timing, but $2,000 I can come up with. $11,000 was not an option on any planet in any universe. Just not an option. Adam, no comments on being the Monsignor of pop culture? Alexa, is it St. Francis who protects animals? Alexa can't connect to the internet and wants me to look at the health section. So chapter 2, what Adam's talking about with alienation, is how at the beginning of the 20th century, the universe went from okay, Sunrise Dawn. Constructive anxiety is the act of building structures. Do they have to be physical structures, Adam? Or is religion and its sociocultural structures another form of constructive anxiety. I look really out of focus, y'all. Really out of focus. That's a little better. So the book says the 20th century, it used to be this medieval world where the planets and the sun and the moon and the stars all rotated around the earth, and we knew our place in the cosmos. And by the 20th century, he says, quote, the cosmos was now so unspeakably vast, its physics so utterly mind-bending that individuals were simply no longer capable of processing everything. Hence the famous quip of J.B.S. Haldane that said, the universe is not only queerer than we suppose, but queerer than we can suppose. There was more to it than queerness, though. The human being had, in a very profound sense, lost a home, and with it a sense of belonging. So, since we don't know where we are and we can't process everything, exactly, Adam, I agree with you 100%. Well, comic world is socioculturally just a form of religion. It's just a form of religion. It's everything's a form of religion. Religion. I have a much broader view of religion than a lot of people, I guess. Tommy Westfall is the pop culture god. You give me something to look up, Adam, every single time we meet. Who is this guy? Tommy Westfall. Saint Elsewhere. Okay. That is what makes you the Monsignor. Adam, beyond the shadow of a doubt. That comment right there. So this history comes out of an alienation, becoming alien. We're not even, we don't even know. Everything is alien. Everything is alien. We don't know where we are. We don't know what we are. We have no touch points. We have no touch points. There's an interesting passage. Talks about how alien abduction films. Okay, Sunrise Dawn. Take care. Yes, Big Chief. How are you doing, sweetie? It is good to see you, man. So it's this there's this debunking of the alien visitation experiences, specifically the alien um, experience of Barney and Betty Hill. And if you don't know, Barney and Betty Hill were a couple in who in 19 what year? What year was Barney and Betty Hill? What year was Barney and Betty Hill? 1961. Yes, by Mimi. Paolo, how are you? It is good to see you. So, there's all these. Oh, wait. There you go. Exactly, Adam. Good evening, Brian. How are you doing? The comment is all religious experience is culturally conditioned, and that the human imagination often draws on the most immediate, not to mention the most colorful, to paint and frame an encounter with the sacred. I believe so. Yes, Cricket. Yes, in New Hampshire. Barney and Betty Hill, New Hampshire. Mhm. So, I mean, we're talking about all of these ways that people unconsciously frame their experiences. Is it a loaded question, Brian? I am sorry. I don't want to give you loaded questions, sweetie. I hope everything's going well for you. So he suggests here that without the theme of alienation, there could be no science fiction and no superhero comics. But then he wants to dig in to this theme of alienation and talk about all the history. And Fort. What did you think of Charles Fort, Adam? And how much of this do you know when you're reading it, Annette? J.G. Ballard is all anxiety. Yeah. It's just all a jumble. I'm sorry, Brian. Is there anything I can do to help? Anything that would uplift your day? I if you go back, I showed Orion on the stream a little while ago. He is doing well. Yes, get your poetry on. This is a thick book, you guys. Adam, are you still enjoying it? I mean, you must be. You're here. Put my glasses back on. It'll be better in the morning. Okay, Brian. Sometimes it's just a day. He You are kidding me, Adam. Seriously? Oh my goodness gracious. Yeah, this time of year is really hard, Brian. I am sorry for that. So here we go, the Fortean Times, monthly magazine of news, reviews, and research on strange phenomena and experiences, prodigies, and portents. In the June issue. Well, the June issue was quite some time ago now, wasn't it? Only in the UK. Oh, digital. Oh, they do deliver to the US. Okay. Ooh. Strange phenomena, paranormal rangers, haunted skies, creature features. Wow. So this guy, oh, you weren't seeing the right tab. There you go. So this guy, this magazine is the result of a man named Charles Fort, who lived over the turn of the century. She's looking for subs. Well, let's get her some subs. Scientology geek. Well, she's got over 1,000 subscribers. She's doing pretty well. That's great. She was a huge help. I'm really happy. So it says Charles Fort published a single novel and 4 really weird books. The Book of the Damned, New Lands, Low and Wild Talents. And it's difficult to categorize these books because he rejected the distinction between fiction and nonfiction. Really, Adam? That's so cool. Weird magazines are fun. Weird magazines are a lot of fun. So he rejected the distinction between fiction and nonfiction. He says, I cannot say that truth is stranger than fiction because I have never had acquaintance with either. There is only the hyphenated state of truth fiction. This is what he called his philosophy of the hyphen. She did make it to 1,000. She's definitely at 1,000. Yeah. More than 1,000 subscribers. She's doing great. She's doing great. So Charles was also, I mean, he was a complete believer in free will and self-determination, right? I don't know. This book is so good, but I am not the goodest person to be talking about this book because I just get there's so much and my ADD cannot keep it all straight. But here's a great quote from Fort. Fort became famous for his many reports of what he called super constructions in the sky. These were essentially spaceships floating over cities around the world, shining searchlights, baffling witnesses, and otherwise making a mess of the rational order of things. One of them about the size of Brooklyn, I should say offhand, and one or more of them wheel-shaped things a goodly manner of square miles in area. These super constructions float through all of Fort's text, giving his implied narrative, which he seldom makes explicit, a certain ominous quality. The possible implications of all of this hardly escapes Fort. He invokes the night of October 12th, 1942, and the image of Native Americans gazing out over the ocean waters at lights they had never seen before. For Fort, what the newspaper stories imply is that we are all natives now, and we can no more fathom the intentions and powers of the airships than the American natives could fathom the intentions and powers of the colonial warships. Right. Exactly, Adam. So what this is all about is there are no more worlds to explore. And so everything is alien. Take one concept and riff, it doesn't have to be linear. You're probably right, Adam. You're probably right. I have to admit, I have been slightly distracted and I probably did not digest the material as well as I would have liked. There's so much here. Yeah, all natives now, and we can no more fathom the intentions of powers of the airships than the American natives could fathom the intentions of powers of colonial warships. Here's a Scientology thing. Fort did first. No, not Fort. This wasn't Fort. This is Ray Palmer. Ray Palmer was another larger than life who was actually small, which is a very interesting dichotomy. Larger than life character who, I should quit taking glasses off. We are not the explorers anymore. We are the objects of exploration. We see ourselves as being examined. In another way, it reminds me it's like a polarity shift. We did all of this. We did all of this to our planet, and we treated everybody on the planet this way. Why would we expect anyone who came to this planet, assuming that there would be someone who would come to the planet, why would we expect anyone to treat any of us any better? So this is what we did, so this is what we expect to be done to us, and there's no more places for us to go. So we don't have the power to go, which is what they didn't have. They didn't have the power to go. The power to go is what made us successful. And so without the power to go, we are at a disadvantage. And now that power to go, since we've explored everything on the planet, the power to go means other places. Where do we go? It's the same anxiety that existed before. Who are those other people? And we need to find them first. Except now it's turned on its head, right? Like Adam says, we're the objects of exploration because we don't have any idea who's coming. Not a one. Yes, Adam. Exactly that. Exactly that. It is a bitch. History doesn't repeat, but it sure does rhyme. You know? It sure does rhyme. Let me see what else I found interesting in here. The fear of the colonizer being colonized. We can't go anywhere. The laws of physics forbid it. Yes. The fear of the colonizer being colonized is exactly right. Cricket. The fear of becoming the other. So there has to be, you need the other, but then the other is the subject of fear and disgust. But without the other, how do you even become defined? And so then you end up defined by the other. Let me see what I had a note about next. Oh, did you guys know this is the laws of physics actually forbid it, Brian? Um, Krypton translates from Greek to the hidden or the occult. Krypton is essentially a word for the occult. I thought that was a lovely, lovely Easter egg. There was something else. Well, there was this great example. You remember the example of the caterpillar and the butterfly, and the caterpillar explaining why the butterfly couldn't be a caterpillar? Adam, that there's just from certain perspectives we can't understand. It's like trying to think of a fifth dimension. Does it really, Adam? Tiny refugees in the bottle city? This is why you're the Monsignor. Orion. 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 No, he's completely out. The bottle city of Candor. I think I remember about this. The bottle city of Candor. Oh. The futuristic city was captured by the supervillain Brainiac, miniaturized by his shrinking ray, and placed inside a glass bell jar. Oh, he tried to restore it to normal size. Did it ever get restored to normal size? Supergirl came from Candor. That is right. I remember that now. Adam, I had a blast from the past that made me think of you in the wilds today. I was scrolling Facebook Marketplace and somebody was selling a game of Gnip Gnop. Do you remember Gnip Gnop? Gnip Gnop. It was in perfect condition. I passed. I could probably go find it. It was pretty cute. It was pretty cute. So I found that whole explanation about caterpillars and butterflies. Very, very interesting. Very interesting. Okay. The great GNU should play Gnip Gnop. Yes. The great GNU should play Gnip Gnop. So that has gotten us through the chapter. It went much quicker than it did when I read it. That was a long chapter. Adam, you didn't answer me. How much of this do you have in the back of your head? Because I got to look shit up as I'm reading this stuff. This is not just in my front Rolodex, man. Although why Gnip came to mind so easily and so quickly, I have no idea. It is commercials are like crack, man. Try to get one out of your head. They are. Mm. Speaking of commercials, yes, Gnip Gnop. I will show it even. Gnip Gnop. Gnip Gnop. Gnip Gnop. Gnip Gnop. Gnip Gnop. You ready?
Parker Brothers' new Gnip Gnop is very easy to play. You simply try to gnip your 3 balls through the hoops into the other side, and the other guy tries to gnop his 3 balls into your side. But while you're gnipping, he's gnopping. You're trying to out-gnip him while he's trying to out-gnop you. So gnip down to your store and grab the new game from Parker Brothers before they're all gnopped. From Parker Brothers, Gnip Gnop.
Why I remember that? I have no idea. You know a fair bit. Yeah. I mean, I have a fair passing reference with comparative religion and esoterica. And I find myself having to stop and question or look at footnotes or look something up because he's certainly talking to his audience and doing a really good job. I mean, the man knows his stuff clearly, and I follow his arguments. I just don't have enough of a comics background, unfortunately, to be able to keep up with him. There you go, Adam. Fun game, dumb name. Yes, it can, Adam. It can very quickly, and my passing reference is not in all of these specific areas. My mom, when I was a kid, my mom worked for Llewellyn Publishing. So that's the example of the kind of home I grew up in. We were pretty broad-minded. My parents were hippies in the 70s, y'all. Real live ones. Young ones, too. So, how's everybody's week been? This was the last. You have some Llewellyn? Yeah. Why am I unsurprised, Adam? Of course you have some Llewellyn books in your library. Of course you do. Um, Did they really? Well, it was, was an easier time, different time. So it's the last week of classes. Next week is finals week. I'm all set to take culminating project next quarter, y'all. This week was long, Susan. I feel you. I had to work Tuesday and Wednesday, and Orion really started showing symptoms Wednesday, maybe even Tuesday, in hindsight. But it really started getting bad Thursday night. You have the Llewellyn books on Enochian magic. Nice, Adam. Cricket, you're going to have to explain that to me. Adam, I'm unsurprised. Unsurprised. What books do you have on linguistics, Adam? Just out of curiosity. It was a long week. I took Orion to the I had class Thursday night, so I was up early Thursday morning planning for class and hoping I could get a vet appointment, and it turned out I couldn't get a vet appointment, so I had to take Orion to the emergency vet. So then I spent the afternoon at the emergency vet and rushed home just in time to teach my class. They sent Orion home with some medication to see if it would get better overnight, and it got worse overnight. It got worse overnight. So Friday morning, I did not go to class. It was the last class, so that's very unfortunate. I did not go. Instead, I was on the phone and my son took Orion to the doctor while I called doctors and found doctors and made appointments and organized in the background. And then yesterday, I was all set to do bacon baking hour with Cricket. Oh. Well, my parents were teenagers in the 60s, so they were really young for boomers. I'm barely Gen X, but my parents were really young. Chomsky. Basics are good. And political science. What do you have on political science, Adam? It's a line in the field of dreams. 250s and then move straight into the 70s. There were a lot of people. In fact, I think the impressions that people get is more people were counterculture, and I think the reality is that more people were not counterculture than were culture. More people had a conventional 1960s than had an unconventional 1960s. You have 10 thumbs today. I feel your pain, Cricket. My fingers get numb and it gets difficult. Political science, you got tons. There are reasons you and I get along so well, Adam. There are reasons. You got some good Middle Eastern history, political science theory, some Timothy Snyder, maybe, Masha Gessen. Adam and I are having this little side convo. You guys are quiet today. Last week was the holiday parade. I wonder what it is this week. Is everybody live this week too? Is this becoming a terrible time for me to go live? Oh, no. Nobody's live. Everybody's just quiet. French revolutionary syndicalism and the public sphere. Okay, Xenofree. First Minnesota Goodbye Award. I know we don't have one, but if we did, it would be a big medal around your neck, Xenofree. It is good to see you. I like listening to me and Adam too, Susan. You're just tired from yesterday, Scooter Mom? What was... Oh, you did so much protesting yesterday, Scooter Mom. You killed it. How long were you out there? I was distracted taking care of Orion, but I did see you and watch you for a little while. Xenofree, you have been missed. Thank you for marking that, Susan. Cricket, you need to remind me which picture I sent Scooter Mom because I can't remember, so I can't remember which one's the third Minnesota Goodbye Award. 3 hours. That is so much, Scooter Mom. I have been out there that long and it is hard and grueling. That's amazing. You woke up early to mod for Manning? Wow. I woke up early and I was all ready to do my live, and the vet called. A riot on the book. Thank you, Scooter Mom. I like that one. Cold is not fun. It was a great stream. She did an amazing job. I got something to help me with the cold over Black Friday for Cyber Monday. Manning and that kind lady did amazing for Cubs champions. Yes, and that kind lady is Xenu free. I believe we have gotten her over 1,000 subs. Cricket is Xenu free, referring to I know you did, Cricket. I just couldn't remember which picture you had sent her, and I was going to give away the wrong picture to the third Minnesota goodbye person. So I bought myself, you all, I bought myself a fancy dandy matched set of hand warmers. Xenu Free, he is doing okay. If you go back to, I don't know, 8 or 10 minutes in, I had him on camera, but I'm not going to pick him up or disturb him again for that. He peed today, and so peeing is excellent. It is excellent that he peed today. It is not excellent that he did it on the carpet, but it is what it is. Scientology geek, yes. Yes. Xenu Free, she did a great job, and Cricket dropped her name earlier. She is right here. Sub up, y'all. Sub up. I also got a new battery pack for my phone, and it's got a fancy screen on it. That's supposed to show how much battery there is, and like that. You're very welcome, Xenu Free. Maybe I need to look at the directions more than that. Anyhow, I got all that because I got a new phone. I finally got a new phone, so I needed the other stuff. Oh, so I was finishing the update again about Orion. He peed this morning. He's still not using his back legs. I'm really worried about that. But I'm trying not to worry about that. I'm trying not to worry about that. Because that's not where we are yet. We just came out of surgery. The dance was great. That's awesome. So I understand that Cubs Champion has raised a large portion of the money that they need. Is that correct? at least enough to pay the retainer for the attorney. Guys, there is a terrible thing happening to me. Yeah, he needed 2,500 as a retainer. You were dying laughing watching him try and memorize the dance. I know he needed a lot of money. They wanted $10,000 for this whole case. It's just a travesty. It's just a travesty. Okay. So, but he's got the first big piece. He's a quarter of the way there. That's he's still got a long way to go, but a quarter of the way there is good. Yeah. That's a lot of money to come up with. Trust me, I know. They it's insane, Xenu Free. It's insane. They're trying to pull on a felony charge on him. That's how much Orion surgery was going to be $12,000. They weren't even suggesting we take him to. I mean, they were like, you could go to a neurologist, but and finally my son made it clear we had insurance, and they were like, oh, then go do this. The whole treatment plan changed when they realized we had insurance. Yeah, Cricket. Scientology doesn't like him because he's smart and calm and informative, and they're a lot. So they're trying to. The community and do has he been getting the appropriate amount of um support, y'all? This community isn't what it used to be, and coming together to support someone under that kind of stress, unfortunately. It's one of the things that we've lost with the fragmenting of the community. They're threatened by him because he's telling the truth. Yes, F them, Cricket. Absolutely F them. Good, Scooter Mom. I am very glad to hear it. I am very glad to hear it. What do you guys think of my new green screen? It's not working too bad. You think? It came in yesterday. Let's see. Peekaboo. Peekaboo Davy. Oops, go the other way. In his underoos. Look at that. I think we should leave him on for a few minutes, don't you guys? Just for all the trouble they're giving to cubs. Lovely pair of underoos he's wearing out there in the cold. Robert did a pretty good job pasting him into that picture, don't you think? Logical form, its structure and derivation. Adam, you speak my language. I think you're much more fluent, but you definitely speak my language. Indeed, a true jester. Oh my goodness. Okay, I have had enough of that. I can only look at that face for so long, y'all. I gotta look at that shit too, and it is just not. That's much better. Isn't that much better? That's a much better scene. Oh my goodness. Goes from a horror movie scene to like, it's a pleasant Dusty. How are you, sweetie? You're just about time for the second Minnesota goodbye. What's new, Dusty? It is much better without him. It is much better with. Although I will say Robert did an excellent job pastiching him into the picture. Don't you think, Cricket? It was well done, but yes, much, much better without him. Oh, so my problem here is, you see that red blinky blink? That means it's empty. And this one, the red blinky blink, that means it's empty. You're coming back to life. He looked like Timu Ant-Man. Xenu Free, you are completely right. For those of you who are showing up late, I have named Adam as the Monsignor of pop culture. Anyone who disagrees will have to fight me. What, Scooter Mom? I forgot already now. Yeah, so they're both empty. That's what it's so dear about. They're both empty. Now, my new delivery is showing up tomorrow. Because I buy them online. Because they cost twice as much to go to the store and buy. So the question is, do I go to the store tonight and pay retail, just twice the price, or do I wait until tomorrow? It is a tricky business. Antics, how are you? It is good to see you. It is good to see you. Second Minnesota goodbye. Good and done, you guys. Antics, your circle thingy, by your name. I can't remember what we call that. But boy, oh boy, am I jelly. Look at that. Cricket, I need one of them. No, all your friends are here. All your friends are here. Adam is the great Carmona. Indeed. Monsignor Carmona. I love your your circle. What do we call that circle, guys? I know there's a word for it, that picture. I've got one too. I got the best people, Xenu Free. Y'all are amazing. Cream of the crop people that I enjoy hanging with. And I so appreciate an icon. There you go. An icon. It's the icon. Cricket, I need one of them there things, please. I love my picture, but maybe I need a profile pic. Thank you, Scooter Mom. I knew there were words for that. I knew there were words for that. So, do I go into the store after the live's over and buy one at retail? Or do I wait until tomorrow afternoon when the mailman shows up with no vapes? I am troubled. Bishop status without bishop responsibility. Yes, I go to the store. No, probably not. I'm really upset at missing my timing that much, y'all. I'm really upset at missing my timing. It's a whole, I mean, it's like, it's too much and it's not enough. Oh, Cricket, you need to have full creative freedom. I don't want it unless you take full creative freedom, my dear. Yes, Dusty. Thursday is fine. You'd be warming your car up right now? Shit, Xenu Free. I didn't want to go out. Orion's a mess. Dusty, did you like the video Antics made? But you guys are right. I'm going to have to go to the store. I'm so upset. I'm really upset. It's a stupid thing to be upset about. But you're right. I'm going to have to go out as soon as the live is done. Your gnome channel needs subs to activate the gnome. You did like it, Dusty? Antics, he liked it. Not that I'm surprised. Of course he liked it. Your stuff is great. You guys, you're not going to believe. Antics. Right? You know, free. That's what I want, fucking DoorDashed. I would love that shit DoorDashed. They can DoorDash alcohol now. They can't fucking DoorDash tobacco products. It's just a pain in the butt. I don't want to go out at 8 o'clock at night. Janelle, Dusty, he is. Let me see. Let me take a check on him real quick. Hold on. I give you 1 dachshund Dorito. You can get weed delivered. I know, Antics. I know. Support all gnomes, including Gnome Chomsky. Adam. So, here's the baby boy. There he is. He's very, very drugged. Massachusetts. Now, no. We can't DoorDash those things. A little bit, Antics, but you know, it's a Doc's taco. Yes, it is. Or a Doc's burrito. Let me turn, hold on. It's going to be awful here in a minute, guys. Just a second. There's that beautiful background. There's his beautiful face. You go to Papa's Corner. There's no corners, it's a round room, honey. So there he is. He's alive. And there's his scar. Okay, I'm going to put him down now. Okay. Not a 420 run. I've got plenty of 420. That's not what I need. It's my nicotine vape. And it's not even probably the nicotine that's going to make me crazy. It is yes, Janelle, they sure did. It doesn't work. I get 1 or 2 half-hearted licks a day. Maybe a dozen. 50 subs by tomorrow? Oh my goodness, Mama. Antics, how many do you need? How many do you need? Antics. On your channel, you need 50 subs? You've got 50 subs on your channel, Antics. Is that the right channel? Orion is a cutie pie. No, nowhere to hide, Antics, but that's okay. Yes, Adam, please do. We want to send you things. You need 20. No, you don't. Antics. Which channel, Antics? Which channel do you need 27 for? Okay. Okay. What's the Susan, do you have the link for that? It was like, Antics, you've got enough subs there. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? No, you've got a new channel. Guys, all I've been able to think about for 3 days has been Orion. Paradytology's roaming gnome. He won the auction and gifted all back to us. We have to go from protester to protester. That is so cool. Excellent. Adorable. Can I show this or has everybody seen it? Has everybody seen it and I'm just the last one, or can I show it? Gnome channel. Yeah, I subscribed. I absolutely subscribed. A traveling gnome from protester to protester. That is a lovely idea. Nico, I missed you coming in. Welcome. I haven't seen you in quite some time. How are you doing, sir? It is good to see you. Are you back in school? It's a great idea. Antics, can I show it? I'd love to show it, but only if you want me to. That would actually be excellent, Adam. I love that idea. They just sub so they don't know? Okay. You'll be documenting Mr. Gnome and his travels. It can absolutely be done to get somebody to 50 overnight. I'm sorry you're ill too, Nico. Three days with you, then you need to send them on to Cubs. Nice. So, Antics, can I show the video? Or do you want people to go to your channel to watch it? Okay. Okay. Here we go.
Little blue gnome will see him roam across the land to seas unknown. Whoa. Spreading light, he's on the run, chasing lies beneath the sun. Take a stand, he's out to show. Hopper's tales got to go from place to place.
Excellent. Yes, all the hype. Cricket is an amazing help. Cricket, you have been a gift to this community. A gift to the community. Nico, I'm glad that we make you feel better. I'm glad that we make you feel better. I felt that way last night after I finally got Orion to bed and I could log on and watch just for a few minutes. And it was nice just to be able to check in with some of you and see how everybody was doing. Isn't it awesome, Xenu Free? It is pretty awesome. That's just a sneak peek. Am I supposed to show something else, Antics? Guys, we are coming up on... Oh, I'm supposed to show something else, I think. I know, Nico. You guys, I got the best crew around here. The best crew around. Oh my. Oh my, oh my, oh my. Let's see if I can share that puppy. Nico, I've missed you. So this is Gnome and Antics in LA, a la Cricket. Oh. Yep. That's about Xenu Free. That is about third Minnesota goodbye time. You can do the panel with the sock puppet. Xenu, Antics, you can do a panel. You can totally do a panel. You can totally do a panel just like this. There is not anything. It is adorable. Cricket does adorable. Everything Cricket does is adorable. So you can totally do a panel, Antics, just like this. It's been done. I've actually done it. So just something to keep in mind. None of us are going to call you out for not showing your face. You can even, depending on what Dusty's using, you can change the pictures so that it's a profile. You can change the profile pic so that it's something you like. I just don't know how to do it on Restream. So the schedule coming up, y'all, since y'all are here, we'll have Wheel on Wednesday, and then Saturday, Cricket and I are going to do our talk on ethics in AI art. Everyone's been super busy, so you don't know how the fundraiser went. I'm sure we'll hear soon. Did I freeze? I did freeze. I had a brain freeze for a moment. I had a glitch. It was a glitch in the I glitched my own glitch. It was a glitch. Antics. You caught it. I did a full-on glitch. I did a full-on glitch. Y'all are probably so used to them. Oh, third Minnesota goodbye, y'all. We blew right through it. Third Minnesota goodbye. And this is just a lovely one. It will be very exciting. Saturday, Cricket and I'll have our discussion on AI art and ethics. I'm repeating myself, I know. And then Sunday, we will do chapter 3 of Mutants and Mystics. And then I think we will take a Christmas break somehow, at least for the reading. A Mitch O'Connell moment. There you go. Like that. Sort of exactly like that, Nico. I totally just glitched. I admit to that. Yes. Exactly, Cricket. A panel pick is absolutely the way to go. It'll just be excellent. Dusty, did you ask brain fog? It's at 3,100. What's at 3,100 antics? I think that's the most adorable picture, Cricket, of the gnome and antics. So what's everybody got planned for the week? I am hopefully not going to have to be expressing dog bladders. Hopefully Orion is going to start walking and can go potty himself. Oh, $3,100 for Cubs. That's the fundraiser y'all were asking about. Thank you for that. Yeah, Dusty, what are we going to talk about? We have any topic in particular? Yep, I got it, Antics. Thank you. Sometimes I'm a little slow on the uptake, y'all. Y'all know that. I'm terrible on the uptake. It's not entirely true. Sometimes it just goes right over my head, right? Your stepdad is having surgery on Thursday. The stepsisters all descending. Susan, that's excellent. No, there was not a bachelor auction, Nico. No rumors at 29. Excellent, Antics. It won't be long. Folks, post it on your community page. Help Antics get Gnome Roamer up to 50 subs. Antics, you do know that if you try to go live, if you go live on StreamYard or Restream, you can go live with less than 50 subscribers. It'll work just fine. Yeah, I'm wondering how the stepsisters are, Cricket. I'm hoping that you get along with all the stepsisters, Cricket. So Antics, I learned that by doing it. Thank you, Nico. That's important for you to focus on. How long have you been sick, sweetie? I hope you've not been sick for a while. There you go, Antics. That worked too. That works too. That works plenty fine. Stream him on yours and clip him too. Guys, I have lost so much weight since I got the treatment, the injection treatment. I've lost so much weight. That I have to take my watch band in another notch. They're lovely, but we didn't want extra fuss. But he's their father. I have to say, as the stepdaughter, that was something that was really hard to navigate, was care for my dad with my stepmom. It was always a difficult balance. So I praise your mom for doing an amazing job, like I'm sure she is, Cricket. Yes, Cricket makes you wait a bit after 50. It does. It makes you wait until it's verified and it restricts you from dropping links. Absolutely that. You lost 15 pounds? Really, Scooter Mom? Thank you, Antics. You lost 15 pounds. Yeah, Scooter Mom, I think it has to do with inflammation and the effects of inflammation. Okay, send us the link, Dusty. It's been brewing a few weeks, but it decided to go full nasty on me on Friday. I'll get back on your feet. No information's posted while I'm ill, though. We understand that, Nico. We understand that, Nico. I have a very long way to go too, but it's so much weight. I mean, my rings are coming off my fingers, but they're not coming off enough that I can move it to the next finger. So I've got rings loose on my fingers. It's just a bad scene. You're stress eating, Susan? Oh, stress eating too. Yes. But I think I think I mean, like, I had a hot fudge sundae yesterday. I mean, like, I've been stress eating for the last week. 8 o'clock your time. is fine, Dusty. That's fine. Did you ask brain fog, Dusty? You want me to ask her? Not to put you on the spot or anything. You stopped comfort eating? Antics, you're on the left coast too? It's what time it is for me too. Christmas is coming. I think it's more the inflammation and the response of your body to inflammation than I think it's the stress eating, because I think everybody stress eats. I think everybody at one time or another stress eats. But not everybody gains a ton of weight. Nebulous. Look at you. Nebulous. I think I probably knew that, Antics. Nebulous. Wins. Nebulous wins. Are you ready, Nebulous? Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Okay, I'll talk to her, Dusty. She's I'll talk to her. Nebulous, are you ready? Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Third Minnesota goodbye. Nebulous it is. Exactly. Cortisol causes weight gain. Exactly, Nico. So I'm not, in hindsight, I'm not surprised. Nebulous. You want us to post it? Topic is generating subscriptions for everyone and the Lisa Memorial recap. Okay. That sounds excellent. Doph, how are you? You took up smoking to get off lollipops. Adam, kind of. Did you hear me earlier talking about how I'm going to have to go to the vape store here in about 5 minutes because I completely messed up getting my vapes, and they're coming in tomorrow afternoon sometime, and I am completely out now. You did beat the fourth, exactly. And yes, Nico, cortisol causes weight gain. Exactly. Adam, I quit lollipops for smoking. My goodness gracious. Cheryl will be there. Great. No, Adam is the best for funnies, Antics. Cortisol, exactly, Cricket. Exactly. Exactly. Janelle, take care. Good night. Good night. Okay, you guys. Nebulous, what do you want us to do with this beautiful picture of soda in space? Oh, Adam, that would be lovely. Please do. I'll grab one from mine. How's that? We'll have Adam and Carrie's library time. We can make that a regular gig. Yes, Dove, it's pretty amazing. Nebulous, both of mine went to 0 today, and I've got a delivery showing up tomorrow. So I am not wanting to go buy one retail, but that's what I'm going to end up doing, is go buy one retail. So with that said, Cricket is right. It is time to say our goodbyes. Thank you for coming. I hope to see you Wednesday at Wheel and Saturday morning for Crickets and my talk about ethics and AI art. So we will see you then, y'all. Much hugs.